Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is a village board meeting, Wednesday, April 8th. If everybody'd stand, we'll have Trustee Costa lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Costa?
Present.
Trustee DeVivo?
Present.
Trustee K. Janice? Trustee Sabo?
Present.
Trustee Suisse?
Present.
Trustee Yukich?
Present.
Mayor Daley?
Present. Trustee K. Janice has a religious holiday today. That's why he's absent. This would be D, approval of the minutes. Or, excuse me, D, are there any amendments to the agenda?
Yes, I have a proposed amendment.
Go ahead.
If you look on the second page of the agenda, it says I-9, and it's the consider for approval ordinance number 15-018, and ordinance amending the ordinance number 15-0112 entitled Outdoor Lighting in the Village of Homer Glen. I would like to move that to the first item under legislation and action. So I make that motion.
Second it.
I have no problem with that. You make that motion, George, you second it?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. So we'll move 9 to number 1, or 0, whatever you want to call it, before 1. Number 9, all right. Are there any further amendments to the agenda? All right. This would be E. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of February 25th, 2015, Village Board meeting?
I so move it.
First by Trustee Sabo.
Second.
Second by Trustee DeVivo. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. This would be F1. The regular meeting will be in recess for the purpose of conducting a public hearing. Is there a motion to open the public hearing on the Village of Homer Glen's FY 2015-2016 budget?
So moved.
First by Trustee Costa,
Second.
second by Trustee Yukich. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The public hearing on the proposed 2015-16 budget is open for comments. The public hearing is designed to allow residents to state their opinions and/or concerns. It is not a question and answer session. Given that, is there anybody that wishes to comment on the village's proposed budget? Okay. If no, let's see, is there a motion to close the public hearing on the Village of Homer Glen's FY 2015-2016 budget?
So moved.
First by Trustee Costa,
I second.
second by, oh, you sound sick. Trustee Suisse. Let's see, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. This meeting will be called back to order. The next agenda items are reports and communications from the mayor and other officers. I'll go first. I'd like to suggest a motion to begin the April 22nd Village Board meeting at 7 p.m. instead of 7:30 p.m. for the purpose of holding a service recognition ceremony from 7 p.m. to 7:30. This is for the April 22nd Village Board meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
First by Trustee Costa, second by Trustee Sabo. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. That concludes the mayor's report, and we will start down with Trustee Costa.
Thank you, Mayor. Tonight I'd like to report for the Fest Committee. This year's annual fest starts June 25th, that's a Thursday, and goes through the 28th, which is Sunday. We did make a few time changes in the fest this year. This year on Thursday, the fest will begin at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and go to 11 o'clock. On Friday, from 2:30 to 4:30 will be Special Needs Day. So the fest will be open, the carnival will be open just for the residents and the kids from the community with special needs. Immediately after that, at 5 o'clock, the fest will open to the rest of the community. Saturday, again, from 12 to 12, and Sunday from 12 to 8. This year, again, we have our annual parade. That's going to be on Saturday. The parade kicks off approximately 11 o'clock. In just a few short weeks, you should see notices go out that if you would like to be a participant in a parade from an organization, a business, or even if it's just a group of residents from a subdivision that want to get together and walk in the parade, we welcome everybody. You can also contact the Township Administration Building to get applications for that. And again, as always, the success of the event is due a lot on volunteers. So we're actively looking for volunteers to help with the 4 days in the event. It's a great time for our high school residents to get service time. And of course, adults, there's quite a few things that we need help on. So please, if you have a few hours or even a few days that you can help, please contact the village or the township and volunteer your services. And that's my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Costa. Trustee Yukich?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to thank everyone that came out and voted yesterday, no matter who you voted for. It's nice to see that the village is getting involved, and I'd like to see it keep on going. That's my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Yukich. Trustee Sabo?
Okay, reporting for the Environment Committee, and the first item is the tree ordinance and the recommendations to update the Homer Glen tree ordinance we placed on the April 22nd agenda for review and consideration by the Homer Glen Board. The tree list will also be updated. Next is the lighting ordinance. The Environment Committee has reviewed the recommended amendments to the outdoor lighting ordinance, and it is on the agenda for the board meeting tonight. The purpose of the amendments are for usability, clarity, consistency, as the Attorney's Office has recommended, and keeping up with technology research and appropriate definitions. Earth Day, Arbor Day. The Environment Committee is pleased to announce a new sponsor that has pledged their support for Earth Day Arbor Day. A new business in Homer Glen, Big R, will be added to the sponsor list of April Chevrolet, Meyer, Richards Building Supply, New Way Homewood Disposal, Door to Door Organics, Dr. Z's Pharmacy, the Conal Farm, Willowbrook Ford, Savers, Nicor, and ComEd. A favorite attraction which will return to the event is Monkeys and More, which is a new addition this month, as well as Cold-Blooded Creatures, Incredible Bats, and Illinois Horse Rescue of Will County. The Environment Committee is seeking sponsors to assist with important tasks, additional participants who meet the theme of the event, and sponsors. Applications can be found on the Homer Glen website or going to www.earthdayarborday.info. Starry Night Awards. Homer Glen businesses that have complied with the outdoor lighting ordinance since 2013 will be receiving recognition at the next board meeting of April 22nd and will be presented with the Starry Night Award. Those businesses that have been honored previously are listed on the Starry Night plaque that is hung on the north wall or the back wall. The Growth Award. Homer Glen has been a tree city for six years. And we have received the Growth Award, which is the second year for the Growth Award. That is also a plaque on the back wall, and a medallion is placed on that plaque to designate the year in which the award is for. So basically, we received this award for our replanting of trees, our tree program in the public parkway, which is in its second season now. And there are other reasons for getting the award, but that is the main one. And people in this community love their trees. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Sabo. Trustee Suisse?
I do not have a report today.
Okay, Trustee DeVivo?
No report today, Mayor.
Okay, how about the treasurer?
Mayor, I do not have a report tonight.
Okay, how about the clerk?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Read it.
How about the village attorney?
No report this evening.
Any public safety officials? Art? How about the village manager?
Mayor and board, just a couple quick items. First of all, for the public's benefit, just reminding everybody that the village is sponsoring paper shredding and recycling event at the junior high on Saturday, the 18th of this month. There's actually a flyer in the back of the room. I think Heather's got him back there for anyone who's interested, and there's a lot of information about the event on the village's website. The one thing that we will not be accepting this year is electronic recycling. The Township Highway Department does accept electronic recycling certain days of the week, and there's more information about that on the village's website also. And finally, Mayor, in the agenda packet, I had put some information about a potential meeting, a special village board meeting related to the village hall remodeling. And I was just seeking the village board's feedback on that and whether or not the village board wanted to meet on either of those two dates that were suggested. Williams Architects is available for both of those dates.
What time?
The time could be determined by the village board. You could do your regular time if you'd like to at 7:30, or you could do it earlier, 6:30, 7, whatever is your pleasure.
23rd would be a good night for me. 7 o'clock is fine.
Trustee Costa said 7 on the 23rd, if that's reasonable for everybody.
Yeah.
Mayor, would you mind having the board do a motion on that so we could establish that as a special village board meeting?
Sure, is there a motion to have a special village board meeting on the 23rd at 7 o'clock?
So moved.
First by trustee Costa,
Second.
second by trustee Yukich. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries.
Thank you, Mayor, that's it.
All right, where are we at now? Okay, the next portion will be public comment. Let's see here. Is that Tom Bernicki? 12527 Martingale Lane?
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor?
Yeah.
Can they excuse for 5 minutes, please? I just have an emergency call.
Okay.
Okay, just let you.
Tom Bernicki? Okay. Lynn McGarry?
Lynn McGarry, 14104 Gara Vogue, Orland Park, Homer Glen. I'm here tonight representing the Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber wants to state its opposition to the change in Calvins from 3,300 to 3,000 in the ordinance. Our businesses need to be noticed by passing motorists, and lighting is the way that happens in the dark. Please consider business in Homer Glen and not make it harder for them to succeed here. We're making progress filling our empty stores, and I really don't want to go backwards. I looked up Frankfurt, Mokina, they don't have any kind of lighting ordinance, and that's as far as I got, and it was time for the meeting. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Lynn. The next speaker be Pam Bankston. Okay. That would conclude public comment. The next portion of this meeting is legislation and action items. We were going to move I-9 to 1. I think it's situated here. Is there a motion to approve ordinance number 15-018, amending ordinance number 15-012, an ordinance entitled Outdoor Lighting in the Village of Homer Glen? It is understood that the language to be removed from the outdoor lighting ordinance is crossed through, and language to be added is in red, bold, and underlined.
I so move.
First by trustee Sabo,
I second.
second by trustee Suisse. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call.
Excuse me.
We
Go.
have a presentation. We have summary.
Is,
Brian Fisher is here to explain.
Brian's here
things.
to answer any questions that you have. I don't
Yeah,
think we really have a presentation planned, but he's happy to answer any questions that the board has. Brian, of course, is the village's lighting consultant from Farnsworth Engineering Group, so.
Are there any questions for Brian?
Well, no, actually, I'm, what is this question that Lynn brought up, this change that
Brian, you wanna
she's talking
address
about?
that?
Can maybe,
Brian, can you go to the microphone?
Brian, why don't you
Thanks.
step up to the mic?
Let me find the correct ordinance section for that. That is in section 5.4 in the packet. It's described, it's reducing the color temperature of light sources from 3,300 to 3,000 Kelvin. That's a color issue. I mean, the lower the temperature, the softer the light, the higher the temperature, it's more bluish white light as opposed to softer yellowish orangish light.
So you're saying that's glare, the higher is more glare?
It would reduce glare, yes, by having a lower temperature.
I'd like to add a comment to that, and
Go ahead, Trustee Salo.
reducing the color temperature. It's not measured in degrees, it's measured in Kelvin. And they do it that way. Well, that's a scientific way. It does not reduce the amount of light that is shining from the fixture. It does not reduce the brightness. It does not reduce the amount of light that you're going to get. It only reduces the color, which reduces glare. And the International Dark Sky Association, as well as other societies, have found through research and scientific evidence that the higher the Kelvin, the worse it is on the eyes and for adjustment to different degrees of light. It has nothing to do with making something darker. And so that's basically it.
Okay. Are there any further questions? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Costa?
I'm sorry, Mayor, the motion is to
Approve
approve it? Okay,
Approve
thank you.
the lighting
Yes,
ordinance.
aye. I'm sorry, aye.
Trustee DeVivo?
Aye.
Trustee Sabo?
All right.
Trustee Suisse?
Aye.
Trustee Yukic?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, that was I-9 moved up to the front, so we are really with I-1 now. Let's see, I-1. Hold on here. Is there a motion to approve a proclamation declaring April 19, 2015 as a day of congenital give me a hand here. Diaphragmatic hernia awareness in the village of Homer Glen.
So moved.
First by Trustee DeVivo,
Second.
second by Trustee Costa. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee DeVivo?
Aye.
Trustee Sabo?
All right.
Trustee Suisse?
Aye.
Trustee Yukic?
Aye.
Trustee Costa?
Aye.
Motion carries. This would be I-2. Is there a motion to approve the proclamation of Heather Kokodinsky to the position of Assistant Village Manager at an annual salary of $70,000 to approve a salary adjustment for Administrative Assistant Sue Stylen to $20.20 an hour, and to approve merit salary increases ranging from 1% to 1.85% for 9 full-time staff members. Merit, let's see here, you got me here now.
Merit increases due to retroactive.
Merit increases to be retroactive to January 1 of 2015. Is there a motion?
I so move.
First by Trustee Sabo,
Second.
second by Trustee Yukic. Is there any discussion?
Mayor, you just had the date on the motion there.
Yeah.
Wrong. It's May 1st, 2014. It's for fiscal year.
I was
14.
told-
Yeah, but you have, that's what, we got this as well.
I had yours,
Find out,
he
it
had,
showed January 1, so which date is
It's
it?
May 1st, 2014.
okay.
In the motion.
Let me-
Box of the motion.
Sue's was
Let me,
It's for
cor-
fiscal year 2014-15.
You gave us two different documents.
It's
Okay,
May
so it
1st.
should be May 1, 2014.
Thank you. Yep.
let me reread the motion then. Is there a motion to approve the promotion of Heather Kokodinsky to the position of Assistant Village Manager at an annual salary of $70,000, to approve a salary adjustment for Administrative Assistant Sue Stylen to $20.20 an hour, and to approve merit salary increases ranging from 1% to 1.85% for 9 full-time staff members, merit increases to be retroactive to May 1st, 2014.
So moved.
First by trustee DeVivo,
I second.
second by trustee Swees. Is there any discussion?
Yes.
Go right ahead, trustee
I
Sabo.
thought that I'm being the maker of the motion, I was supposed to amend that motion.
The issue that you had raised with me earlier for the administrative assistant, hers is retroactive to January 1, and it's in the supplement sheet as so.
Okay.
The assistant village managers is retroactive to April 1st, and then the cost of living ones go back to the beginning of the fiscal year.
No,
because
but
it's-
I know, but there was a motion here. I thought that I had to withdraw my motion, or I had to amend my motion.
Nope, you just amend your motion.
I should have, that's the way it should have been.
Right, so I amend my motion to reflect what the mayor stated.
I reflect my motion to agree with the mayor's information.
Okay, and then you need a second.
And the second was George.
Okay. I
Renew your
understand.
second.
Yes.
Okay, then what happens with trustee DeVivo?
Any discussion?
Any discussion?
Yes, I have a discussion.
Go right ahead.
I believe that in the case of Sue Styland, that in 6 months we are to review her salary and position.
Okay, is there any problem with reviewing her, adding that to the motion to review her salary in 6 months?
It doesn't have to be part of the motion because her salary is subject to review at any time. So it's just,
Okay.
it's just a notation.
Okay. Do you need concurrence with that, or no? Okay. All right, then we'll look at Sue Styland's salary in 6 months for review. All right, any further discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Sabo?
Aye.
Trustee Suisse?
Aye.
Trustee Yukich?
Aye.
Trustee Costa?
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo?
Motion carries. This would be I-3. Is there a motion to authorize the village's third payment to Azavar Audit Solutions in the amount of $7,089.65 as specified in the approved agreement with Azavar Audit Solutions?
So moved.
First by trustee DeVivo,
Second.
second by trustee Costa. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Suisse?
Aye.
Trustee Yukich?
Aye.
Trustee Costa?
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo?
Aye.
Trustee Sabo?
Aye.
Motion carries. This would be I-4. Is there a motion to approve the IDOT local agency agreement for federal participation for the construction of the south extension to the Village of Homer Glen's Heroes Trail? It is understood that the $90,000 local agency LA funds identified in the federal participation agreement have been included in the proposed FY 2015-2016 budget in the Park and Recreation Fund.
So moved.
First by trustee Yukich, second by trustee DeVivo. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Yukich?
Aye.
Trustee Costa?
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo?
Aye.
Trustee Sabo?
Aye.
Trustee Suisse?
Aye.
Motion carries. This would be I-5. Is there a motion to approve Resolution 15-005, a resolution designating the Parks and Recreation Fund is the source for the local match for the construction of the south extension to the Village of Homer Glen's Heroes Trail?
So moved.
First by trustee Yukich,
Second.
second by trustee DeVivo. Any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Costa?
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo?
Aye.
Trustee Sabo?
Aye.
Trustee Suisse?
Aye.
Trustee Yukich?
Aye.
Motion carries. This would be I-6. Is there a motion to approve the proposal from H.R. Green for construction engineering services related to the construction of the south extension to the Village of Homer Glen's Heroes Trail in the amount of $44,975.58? It is understood that the division of costs for the construction of the bike trail through the CMAQ grant is 80% CMAQ funds and 20% local match Village of Homer Glen funds. Therefore, the village's portion of the construction engineering cost is $8,995.12. This cost is included in the proposed FY 2015-16 budget in the Park and Recreation Fund.
So moved.
First by trustee DeVivo,
Second.
second by trustee Costa. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee DeVivo.
Aye.
Trustee Sabo.
Aye.
Trustee Suisse.
Aye.
Trustee Yukich.
Aye.
Trustee Costa.
Aye.
Motion carries. This would be I-7. Is there a motion to approve the IDOT resolution for improvement by municipality under the Illinois Highway Code for streetlight maintenance and streetlight replacement within the Village of Homer Glen?
I so move.
First by trustee Sabo,
I second.
second by trustee Swees. Is there any discussion?
Yes, I did have something.
Go right ahead,
I would
trustee
like
Sabo.
to ask our manager a question.
Sure.
And that is our streetlight replacement in the budget. It reflects upon last year because we didn't do the retrofit. So the budget is the same amount, although it is, in this ordinance, it's only for the same. It's only for 1 year. So are we okay with the MFT funds from last year? Or we did approve it for last year?
Actually, this will be coming out of this next fiscal year's budget.
Mhm.
So there's $200,000 in that
Right.
budget for this, so that encompasses this program. And then another program, if the board so chooses to do it sometime in 2015-16. Another similar program. So this will take half of the money that's budgeted for a light replacement out of this next
Okay,
year's
so do we have to go through the same process again?
We do, but it will be simpler the second time around, because this first time around, we didn't have any of the paperwork developed, so the second time around will be much simpler.
Okay, I would encourage that the program, there not be a gap in the program so that it doesn't lag over until the following year, 2016, even though it's budgeted for 2015-16, because that's what happened this year. So if we could have this program completed with the streetlight retrofit, and then shortly after start the MFT process again, so that we're done in this year, 2015.
Right. I know we always like to try to do them in the winter time, so the goal would be to complete this phase now in spring, early summer, and then to do another program, if it's the board's desire, in the winter.
And when?
In the winter.
Well, the winter
Winter
of
of
2015?
Right.
Yes, what happens when it goes into the following year of the budget, it seems that those months go very fast and then we don't get it done. So we don't want to lag behind. We want to keep the 2 years, last year and this year, within 2015. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, is there any further questions or discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Sabo.
Aye.
Trustee Suisse.
Aye.
Trustee Yukich.
Aye.
Trustee Costa.
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo.
Aye.
Motion carries. This would be I-8. Is there a motion to approve one of the following three options regarding the landscape maintenance services for the village's park and bike trail properties for the 2015 season? Option 1, approve a contract with George's Landscape, lower bidder, in the amount of $150,822 for landscaping maintenance services for the village's park and Heroes Trails property for the 2015 season. This contract does not include specialized maintenance to preserve the existing greens or tees at the future Village Hall Park. Or option 2, approve a contract with R&R Yard Design, low bidder, in the amount of $193,726.80 for landscape maintenance services for the village's park and bike trail properties for the 2015 season. This contract does include specialized maintenance to preserve the existing greens and tees at the Village Hall Park. Or option 3, reject the submitted bids and authorize staff to re-advertise the landscape maintenance services for the 2015 season.
So moved.
Well, there's three choices here.
Okay.
Well, we got to discuss the
So we
the
have to
choices.
open it to,
Yeah.
So we still need to open it up, so
Yes.
I'll second it.
Okay, so there's a first by trustee DeVivo, second by,
There shouldn't, I'm sorry, but there shouldn't be a motion right now because all you're gonna do is just discuss the options.
Okay.
And then, once
Then
that's
motion it
happened, then
afterwards.
somebody needs to make a motion.
okay, you've all heard the three options. It's up to you what you'd like to do. Why don't we start with a little poll, trustee poll down at trustee Costa.
Actually, would like to see if the board would entertain the idea of approving the mowing of our parks minus the Woodbine property, and to go out for a requote on just the Woodbine as a standalone.
Which one is
And
that?
trustee
There
Costa,
is no,
Yeah.
that's option 4.
I'm sorry, option 4.
and trustee Costa, that would be with George's, which was the lowest bidder in that regard for that?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yes.
So is that considered option 1 or not?
That would be option 4, Mayor.
Option 4?
That's a new option
Okay,
that
but it's
trustee
with
Costa's
George's.
suggesting.
Okay.
I would just
Or
say, for the board's
option
information,
4.
that we did check with the two landscape companies, and they said that they would remove the golf course from the bid, and that they would honor the other prices if we chose to go with them. So if you did want to go with George's for that $3,864.75 a month for 8 months, for that total of $30,918, they would honor that. You could do that.
Okay.
Okay, so trustee Costa is saying separate them as an option 4. Trustee Yukich, what do you think?
I agree completely.
Okay, how about you, trustee Sabo?
And when I saw this, I thought it was confusing to put the two of them together, and I had talked with Mike Salamovich to really understand the prices and so forth. So I think it's the best thing to do, option 4, get the parks, get that going, but the Woodbine to be rebid.
Okay, and how about you, trustee Suisse?
I'll agree with I'll agree
With
with
option-
option 4.
Option 4, and how about you, trustee DeVivo?
I'll agree with option 4 also.
Okay, so it seems like there's concurrence for option 4. Then, according to the village attorney, there should be a motion made for option 4. Is there a motion for option 4?
So moved.
First by trustee Costa,
Second.
second by trustee Yukich. Is there any further
So
discussion?
Mayor, that motion obviously includes the understanding that that's giving the mayor the authority to sign a contract with George's for that amount, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Suisse.
Aye.
Trustee Yukich.
Aye.
Trustee Costa.
Aye.
Trustee DeVivo. Trustee Sabo.
Right.
Motion carries. Okay, I-9 got moved up to the front, so that concludes legislation and action items. Is there any old business for tonight? Is there any new business for tonight? Okay, then I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
First by trustee Costa,
Second.
second by trustee Yukich. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Meeting adjourned.